Your legacy depend on it.
Yeah.
Your future depend on it. Your present depend on it.
Mm-hmm.
And just this discussion is such healthy because I'm thinking about foxes in my head as we speaking.
Mm-hmm.
That I know I need to chop it off at the head. And one of the first steps is acknowledgement. It's like not being in denial. This is what it is. It's a reason that it's being acknowledged in the time and the season and the place of where you're at because of where God is trying to take you. And he's generous with the time, but I don't want to be one of those habitual offenders that take advantage of the time and the grace because I know he's sovereign. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's good. It's that buckle down. It's that next level discipline. It's that next level like, dog.
That's good, yeah.
I know I got to do this.
Yeah.
So either I do this now and it don't affect me as much as it could later down the road to where I might not even be here to be able to change that.
The B2S Podcast is brought to you by Motivated Apparel. Motivated Apparel, the premier gear for motivation. A brand that motivates, inspires, and empowers you to stay motivated while chasing your dreams. Head on over to www.shiftmotivations.com/shop Motivated Apparel and grab yourself some Motivated Apparel today.
Hey, yo, what up, world? What it do? Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blueprint to Success Podcast, where we share principles on how to live life by design and not by default. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy, Mike Mariner, a.k.a. the Shift Motivator. We joined together with you guys on tonight, always with my co-host, man, my brother from another mother. And y'all give it up for Alxndr Hall.
Yo, what's good?
I heard that.
Put a couple extra L's on that.
He put a little to you.
Yo, what's going on? What's cracking, man?
What's cracking like it, brother?
Yeah, chilling, man.
Chilling, coming from the porch. Coming from the house.
From the porch, from the house. Dumbo's out right now. Coming from North Cape. Go view it on YouTube. Alxndr Hall. Alxndr Hall.
Get it.
Produced by Diamond. We got some stuff in the works. So, North Cape, we are on
the way.
For sure. That's
it.
Yeah.
Stream it, download it, get it, play it.
Add it to your favorite playlist.
Yeah.
Got some stuff coming. So.
Yeah, you know what I'm waiting on.
I know what you're waiting on. I know what you're waiting on.
Should add a lion sound effect in the background.
I can hear it right now. Boy.
We actually was it's a lot of restructuring going on. So
listen, I tell you what.
I believe it.
I'm gonna go and slide you a few coins, and you just restructure that into my email.
Nah, you know what?
I like how you did that.
You know what I'm saying?
I like how you did that. Hey, make sure you share it and forward it.
Y'all slide your little coin, just slide that on in my email. That be my little private playlist.
You know what? I think I'm gonna do something like that with pastors and stuff who I know. Like create records just for their stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's different. So it's like it's some stuff that we working on that's kind of not traditional.
Okay.
We're just gonna see how it goes. See how it works.
Yeah. Something different, man.
So something different. So,
be different, live different.
I'll drink to that.
Bow wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Bow wow.
Oh man, y'all know how we like to have fun, man. And y'all know who this guy is also, man. Co-host, man. My brother from the same mother. Big Bag, Big Doug.
Big Bag, man.
Big Polk County.
Listen, I love how we're in sync and in unison with the big bag.
Big Doug, Big Bag. Yeah,
I need to figure out how to market that. You feel me?
Y'all give it up.
Because y'all faithful every week.
Every week.
Big Bag.
Every day. Big Bag.
You know, they prophetically speaking into my life right now.
Sure.
Let me hold up.
Hey, listen. hold you can have. Hold you don't just want to hold. You need to have it, baby.
Big bag. I already know.
You already know.
You already know.
I got, you got. That's how we roll.
We roll deep.
Bro, I'll tell you, man. It's been a good week, man. It's been a good.
So hold on, let me get you right, dog.
Go
Get you right. I ain't finished, man.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Yo, big bag, big dog, big pockets, deep pockets. Ooh. But y'all give it up for my brother from the same mother.
Hey, listen.
Boy Wonda.
Man. You know what I'm saying? You heard the shift motivator. Nah, that is an intro. That's an introduction.
Hey.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
I take it to the heart.
Big pocket.
Hey, listen,
deep
man.
pocket.
I'm going to have to go
Get the big bag.
and look at this episode.
Well, I felt that it might sound or not.
For sure, man.
Let me hold some.
Let me hold some. He's stupid.
Hey, that's a shirt.
He's stupid.
That's a shirt. Hey, I just want to ask y'all one question in the audience.
Let me hold some.
More like a statement. Let me hold something.
Let me hold some.
Let me hold something.
You're stupid.
Leave the D off. Let me hold.
Let me hold some.
Something.
SOMEM. Let me hold some. SOMEM. Something.
That's it. All right, what you got there, nephew?
Man.
Go Jerome on them, but man, it's bruh. You know what's crazy, man? You can be on a crazy roller coaster ride, but still got peace. I feel like that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
It's a crazy roller coaster ride, but I'm enjoying the drops, the twists, the turns.
Yeah, I feel that.
Because I'm learning out of the drops and the twists and the turns. So, and I'm not moving how I normally would move when stuff happens. So I think one of the biggest things God is teaching me in this season is solely trusting in Him.
Yeah.
And how I can see that, I turned on my Uber app just for the heck of it, just to see how long it would take. And it's like, usually you get a hit like that, nah. And in that moment, I'm like, okay, whenever you leave me to do it, I know that'll open up. But right now, he got that dried up than some raisins, bro. And it's like, it don't matter what day of the week, what time, how long. It's just like, okay, you need me to solely trust in you, like solely. And it's like, it's to the point where I'm just like, man, this feels good. At the same time, it don't.
Yeah,
but in my head, I'm just like, I got come through for your boy. On one side of the brain, and then the other side of the brain is just like it's connecting spiritually. So it's just like I'm just in the place of really solely relying on God for everything.
Yeah.
And it's a crazy season, but it's a grateful one. And He's also just teaching me in the sense of just really seeking Him in a manner of where it's not for what's going on around Him, but just because of who He is. So I'm just kind of like in that season and just creating something for the pop.
Right.
Something's big gonna happen outside of what has already started. So I know I'm getting prepared for that space in that time. So I'm just working, still recording music, still researching, still finding ways like, Lord, can you lead me somewhere? Like, I trust you, but it's like I still want to like how do we need to go about doing this?
Hey, you gonna answer this door right here? My knuckles hurting right now.
I'm still knocking.
You say seek knock. Say seek knock. Ask. I'm on the knock part right now, but my knuckles kind of hurting right now.
Listen, man, they gonna call me Ashley Larry Knuckles. You feel me? They gonna be like,
I know that, boy. I feel like you're in the Sahara Desert sometimes.
What?
Yeah.
And so
wait for an oasis to pop up like it do in the cartoons.
Bruh. I had came across a post for Strike. And real quick.
Strike is on one, dog.
Bruh.
Like, this Joker is a creative genius, man.
Bro, he
like,
yeah,
I know you don't be on social media that much.
He one of them ones, bro.
He fired, bro.
Like that joke will put something together like in like 2 seconds. Like,
bro,
he drops stuff quick.
but bro, like he got a catalog out this world, bro. Just like
Bro, I get that. Just like the man put
He-
quality. I'm talking about quality stuff. Like the man to drop a video, like a little teaser, like just and be top tier. Like, dude, when did you do that?
he be on it. But he had posted something in the Jesus Calling book. I love that because I got one the same one at home. But it just hit me. It said when some basic need is lacking, and then it says time, energy, money. Consider yourself blessed. Your very lack is an opportunity to latch on to me in an unashamed dependence. When you begin a day with inadequate resources, you must concentrate your efforts on the present moment. This is where you're meant to live in the present. It is a place where I always await you. Awareness of your inadequate. I'm getting tongue tied. Inadequacy is a rich blessing. Training you rely wholeheartedly on me. So I was like, dog, I feel like that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like I know that's where I'm at. And so it's just like now I'm just rearranging, shifting how I come to him, what my quiet time looks like. So and that giving me some dope creative processes in the mix of it. So I'm just working on that and just working on the best version of myself as much as I can with the little time that's given, and just realizing just to have a heart of gratitude. Because it's easy to get complacent in the place of just complaining and murmuring, and I try my hardest not to even tiptoe across that lane. So
Yeah.
but God is good, man. It's been a great week. It's been a great month, and I'm just looking forward to the best days ahead. I'm just taking a day at a time.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just gonna dive in tonight, man. With like some of the stuff we was talking about. Like I always want to remind y'all, audience, a lot of times we, you know what I'm saying, this is our kumbaya moment. So a lot of time we can spend an hour and a half sometimes talking before we actually shoot. So
Yeah.
and what we was talking about for the night, we really didn't have something, but Alxndr had something he shared with us, and that kind of like everybody light bulb went off. Like, say, dang, that's what we gonna talk about. So we're gonna flow it tonight and just kind of see where it goes. But I think it's just a really great topic, man. And that's in a sense, I'm gonna go ahead and let Alxndr just kind of kick it off to share with whatever's on his heart to kind of kick this out. So basically, we're gonna be talking about Find Your Fox tonight. And then, and just here in a few minutes, you can kind of understand where we get the title from. So it's very intricative,
Very.
and we're gonna let him kick it off. So I ain't gonna even ask no question. I'm just gonna pass it. I'm just gonna alley-oop, and then he just gonna go ahead and slam it in the home. We just gonna follow.
I don't know if it's gonna be a slam. But
It's gonna be a slam.
Coming there like LeBron James. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be a slam.
Yeah.
yeah, so I was just kicking, picking up from just the personal things I've been going through in my personal life. So I had counseling today.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I did have this
Yeah,
session
I had
today,
counseling today. I had a single session counseling session today. I needed it to unpack some stuff to get my please go get counseling. Like sit down with somebody in front of wise counsel who've been where you've been, so you can unload, so you can open your packages and just start to sort your clothes and see, did this fit? Is this good? Let me toss this out. You know what I mean? Okay, let me repurpose this. Let me iron this. Let me go dry clean this. So you can try to understand what you're feeling and how you're feeling and things of that nature. So I was I figured out something, but I think counseling helped me polish it out. But I think this is something that God been trying to speak to me about for the longest now, for years actually. And so first we're gonna go to Song of Solomon, chapter 2, right, verse 15, right. So it reads, and King Solomon wrote this, right. So it means catch the foxes for us. The little foxes that spoil and ruin the vineyards of love while our vineyards are in blossom. So I was talking to the bros, and I was just like, I think I found my fox. You gotta find your fox. You gotta find your fox, and you gotta put a name on it. So you know exactly what it is. Because if you find your fox and you put a name on it, and you look in your past and all the cycles, and you look at all the, I don't want to say mistakes, but you look at the things that you did with the mind frame that you were in and the place that your heart was in at that point in time in your life.
Right.
Now, you can be forgiven for whatever, but you're still going to have to deal with whatever that you was into. If you was having sex outside of wedlock, you got pregnant, you forgiven for that. You go to the Lord with that, but you still got that baby, and you still have that relationship that you have to process through for the rest of your life. Right? It's still gonna be there. So when I was looking at some things, I said, I think I found my fox. I think I figured out what God was, the one thing, the one area that he was like, son, you have to latch on to this. I've been trying to get your attention with this for years. And right now it's the partnership. My fox is partnership. Right? Partnering up with the person who can transform your life. Partnering up with the person who can renew your mind and your heart. Partnership. Like God is like, you're not, you planted, son. You gotta understand. Like God is like, bro, you are planted. You're not potted. You're planted. Therefore, if you want your roots to grow deeper, you have reached your limit. I need you to grow deeper. I need you to renew your contract with me, with this partnership. And it's up to you.
It's deep.
You know what I'm saying? I need you to always partner with me. Never let go of my hand. Never leave my arms. Never put no one above our relationship. Never put nothing above what we got on for anyone, for any circumstance. Continuously always partner with me. Because I will never leave nor forsake you. This is the top. Our partnership is, here's the thing.
Oh, you don't flip the pad over.
Facts.
No, for real life. We going right, so all right.
Going in.
So here is the thing. Remember when I said sometimes, now I be speaking from this angle because I was an individual who had a child early. I'm not knocking nobody. I'm just saying my experience.
Right, you coming from your experience.
From my experience.
Right.
So remember I said sometimes you have to co-work.
Right.
Sometimes you got to co-parent.
Yeah.
All right.
That was good. Yeah,
All right. So unfortunately, some people don't know they ain't got that down pat yet. That's cool. They got to work it out. But it's a humongous difference from the co-worker to the partner. Big difference from the co-worker and the partner. Right? The co-worker is the person you're delegated tasks to do for the company. Right? You're not the partner. The partner is the one who's making the plays for the company. It's a humongous difference. You know what I mean? So
it's like the coach versus the player.
Yeah.
Right.
Coach calls the plays and the player run the plays.
Player run the plays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you're in a situation to where you're supposed to co-work, you have to co-work. But when it's time for you to be the partner, you have to partner. And you can't get those two mixed up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you're in a relationship with someone in business, a boyfriend, girlfriend, however the case may be, wherever you stand at the time, you have to notice what position that you're in. And you have to play that position. Right?
Right.
So if something happens, if you are with a guy and y'all break up and then you move on, that ex person, that's not your partner.
Right.
So it's certain conversations and things that you can't do with certain players. You can't run with them. You know what I'm saying? So God was like, yo, son, you need to realize I'm your partner.
Right.
Before anyone and everything else, you cannot. As a matter of fact, if you want to go deeper, if you want to see something you never seen before, you need to sit down and renew your contract with this partnership
Right.
before this deal is off the table. So I think I found my fox. Not knowing when and how to regulate and protect my partnership with God. And you have to find your fox.
Yeah.
To some people, it's different.
Right. Right.
But that was just my thing. Like, knowing when to, like, you know what? This is the small, when the vineyards are blooming, right when I'm in the atmosphere to when I'm supposed to be doing my thing, here comes something. That's when you're blooming.
Yep.
Right when your money get right, here comes something crazy behind your homeboy come with this idea. Right when you sign up for school, when you focus, here come this girl. She never liked you before, now she on you. Here come this thing.
Right.
Right when you get into a relationship where everything's going good, here come your ex trying to get up at you. Hold on, but you the ex for a reason. I don't matter what we got going on. You baby mama, we got a kid together. Oh, no, you an ex for a reason. Right.
Yeah.
So we keeping it right. So
Keeping it buck.
you have to find your fox. What is your fox? What is your fox? And as soon as you start to move forward, your car start jerking. Now you want to put it in reverse. No. Find that fox and be real about it. What is your fox? My fox. I'm just being open.
Right.
Some people are not gonna admit what I just admitted.
Right.
Knowing that when it's time for me to take off, I have to protect my partnership. It's a boundary.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, my mind just went. Boy, my mind just went.
Look, check this out. When it comes to your establishment with God and your development with God, it's your responsibility to protect what God is doing in your life.
Right. Facts.
Big facts.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm just figuring this out. Right?
Right.
But I am at this time in my life for a reason. When it comes to what God is doing in your life, it is 1,000% okay to put a boundary up to protect you and his partnership, to nothing interferes with what he's doing in your life, no matter what. No matter who he sends, if you got a wife, if you got children, if you got 5 baby mamas, it don't matter. If you are a believer and God is doing something in your life, if he want to take you from level 3 to level 7, you have to protect what he's doing from level 3 to level 7. And nothing can interfere with that. And you can't not take your hand off of the contract of your partnership. So he was like, son, you have to protect the contract and the rules and regulations of our partnership. And I need you to sit down and re-sign this contract. Because it's time for you to go to another notch.
Yeah.
And don't let anything stop you from signing this contract with me. That's my fox. Letting stuff stopping me from going and hitting the level in him that I should be hitting.
Yeah.
Love shouldn't stop you. As a matter of fact, love should prepare you to go.
Should be your fuel.
Yeah.
It should be the fuel. Your partner should be the fuel. That guy should push you forward. That guy should push you towards God.
Yeah.
That woman should push you towards God. Your homeboy should push you towards God. It will push you to your next level. You have to find your fox, and you can't let anything disrupt what God is doing in your life.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Partnership.
Ooh, boy,
You have
dove in deep. Boy, I need some scuba gear.
No, I'm saying
No cap, because I'm thinking of some foxes right now.
Look, especially when
God,
especially when you're tied to people.
Yeah.
Like I have my son. I talked to him the other day. Pop is that man crazy. He's 15. He does 15-year-old stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I love him to life. He's 15.
I hope so.
Yeah. My baby, he's 15.
Yeah, Phil.
You don't know nothing else. He's 15.
He's 15. You know what I'm saying? My son he wanted to play the game, but shout out to my son, Pop, man.
Pop.
That's my baby. But me and his mom, we co-parents, right? Mm-hmm. So at the same time, we're not in a romantic relationship. Mm-hmm. It's parent business, right? Mm-hmm. So therefore, when it comes to my personal life, she's not my partner. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me repeat that. When it comes to my personal life, she's not my partner. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When it comes to my son, she's my coworker. We work together. Mm-hmm. Yep. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's certain stuff that we don't regulate and talk about and do stuff with because we're not on that type of time. Mm-hmm. So you have to partnership. It's different forms of it, but you have to know you just have to know how to go about it, how to move about it. Mm-hmm. I just figured out that one of my foxes, when it comes to elevation and personal growth and healing, God is like, son, you can't let anything disrupt me and your partnership. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's real. Yeah. And that goes to it just to kind of streamline it in a little bit. I mean, you probably heard of the phrase when you look at a different translation, it says, "Don't allow the small foxes to spoil the vine."
Right.
And so a lot of times, like what he said, which was really, really, really good. I hope your guys are taking in what he really saying. Is when you look at that bottom part of the last part of that scripture that he quoted, where it talked about dealing with the blossoms, while our vineyards are in blossom. Mm-hmm. You understand that it's crazy how it seems like you can't listen. Well, there's an old saying. I'm gonna say this right here: that a thief don't break into an empty house.
Thanks.
Right.
So the foxes didn't come out until there was blossoms on the vine. Mm-hmm. So which means when you think you're at full strength or when you think everything is okay, it's almost like a smoke screen. Mm-hmm. For really the underlying issues is really like you can be okay, but it's like you're not operating in the totality or the fullness of what you could be, right, because of those underlying issues that you refuse to deal with. And so in order to, and that's what I can learn just from my personal, testimony, even like coming into this year and the last couple of months and some of the changes that I made dealing with my foxes, some part of it was just how I handled stuff. Not it's saying that I handled it bad, but I could have handled it better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with you. It's not could have been even the fact that you handled it bad, right, but it could have been better.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like you go from average to good to great to phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? You can go from good to better, best. Yeah. At the end of the day. So sometimes it's not that you did the bad thing; it just wasn't the best thing. Yeah. Knowing that was an option, but you choose to do the average or the lesser than the best, and that's what you chose to do in the moment. And so that's a fox in itself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So why having to figure out, well, why don't I put my best in everything that I do? But I put my best over here, but then I give. Like my mentor Willie Spears, shout out to my man. And he says, you go to your job and you go to work and you give them your best, but then you go home and you give them what's left. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's backwards. You know what I'm saying? And we do that as a people, as humans. You know what I'm saying? We'll go kill ourselves at work, but then we'll give our family what's left over, which is really a whole lot of nothing because you're stressing out from the job that you just left. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of comes out, or either you isolate yourself while you're at home or whatever it may be. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if I don't never acknowledge the fox that's spoiling the vine, if I don't never acknowledge, just like the other last night, Pastor Lynn was talking about how her neighbor had gave her a piece of the pineapple to plant in the yard.
Yeah, the head of it.
Yeah, right, the head of the pineapple. So they go to plant the head of the pineapple. She hears this noise coming out of the garbage can. Raccoon that came in the yard, took the pineapple head, gone.
Appreciate.
So it's funny, but here's the caveat with that, right? So now, if she never acknowledged that it was a raccoon, whenever she plants something and something disappears, she can never acknowledge the fact that, dang, we never killed the raccoon or we never got rid of the raccoon.
Yep.
So therefore, it keep coming back. So if you never acknowledge what's the cutoff point of what's causing you the damage or what's causing you not to prosper or what's causing you not to operate in the totality of who you really are, then guess what happened? Those situations, it steady comes back. You know what I'm saying? Because you never acknowledge it back. But because of the fact that she was able to see what the issue was, so now there's no guessing when something come up missing out of the yard. The raccoon got it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So now I can set up a trap or whatever specifically for a raccoon. Because guess what? It could have been a possum.
Well, you know what?
True.
And then after some, you know what, bro? A lot of people, they around here domesticating wild animals. They feeding the foxes.
Yeah.
They're so used to them. Now,
Yeah.
you are domesticating the very thing that's ruining that's messing up your cycles. Now you petting it, you grooming it,
Right,
you protecting it.
Right. Instead of cutting it off.
Instead of
getting
cutting
rid
it off, you
yeah.
feeding it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You getting it groomed.
Right.
You're domesticating the very thing that's ruining your vineyard. So now you become accustomed to having half a cluster on your grapevine. You think this is great
Right.
because you done made friends with the very thing that's messing up your patterns.
Bro, that's almost like what we talked about on the trauma bonding.
That's you making friends with the very thing that's messing up your event. You petting it, you domestic. No. So when somebody say, "Hey, you gotta," this fox ain't.
Yeah.
Why are you defending? Why are you protecting the thing that's hindering you from going forward?
Yeah. Yeah. Holding on to stuff.
That makes no sense.
Yeah. That's just like I want to say it's an old saying or tale or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just like if you ever I think it said it was like if you ever wanted to catch a monkey or something like that. Say put something in the jar and have him go get it because he won't turn it loose. You know what I'm saying? So you put something down, you trap it, put something down in the jar. He ain't gonna turn it. He ain't gonna just open up his hand and turn it loose. He gonna because he want what's in that jar.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's going on because you walking around with a freaking jar in your hand and people looking at you like you're crazy and you wondering why people looking at you crazy because you walking around with a freaking jar in your hand. Let the rock go. Let the pebble go. Whatever's in there, you know what I'm saying? And it's just bro, this is so powerful. It's simplistic, but it is so powerful because when I watched another clip of that dating show.
Okay, yeah.
Dude walked up, bro. Dude walked up. Balloons popping. Pop, pop, pop. Like, dang.
Like firecrackers.
Dude ain't even said, bro. Dude is a lawyer, dog. And so the thing was, I guess it was a certain dress code because they said he told them to come dressed to impress. And he came down and basically like street attire. But guess what? It was his own brand. So when you start reading the comments and stuff and people was like, yeah, like because they were like every last one of them, bro, it had about 8 girls lined up and they all said the same thing. They all said they addressed his clothes, his attire. Well, you told us to dress to impress, and you coming out here, look at your shoes. I don't like your shoes. I don't like. I ain't said nothing about getting to know him internally, his mind. And then once he starts talking, some of them started retracting.
Yeah.
Because now the man talking like he got sense. You know what I'm saying? But then someone got the balloons back.
And money.
Right. And then they repopped them because they felt he might have been a little bit too argumentative because, boy, he was picking them. Like he was analyzing each and every one of them. And he wasn't being combative.
Nope.
He was just talking to you about what you just said and analyzing it and like really putting it in real time, kind of putting it back in their face. Like, do you really understand what you like saying right now? That's what I got out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when you look at we're talking about find your fox, it's like we're so superficial when it comes to things, that we're so shallow that we miss the very opportunity that it takes to go to that next level, which is finding that fox, because we're so shallow. We're looking in the wrong spot. No, that's a raccoon. No, it's a raccoon that just stole your pineapple top. No, that's a possum. No, that was a raccoon, dog.
Yeah.
You can't say what it ain't.
You know what I'm saying? You fighting to hold on to something that's not there. Because that's what you want to acknowledge it as, and that's really not the problem. Because if you really peel back the layer, it's gonna require you to dig deep within yourself, and to maybe put you in a place where you don't want to go.
Yeah.
And that's what happens with a lot of people. Is growth requires them to go to a place where they say they want to go, but they don't really want to go. They're not ready because of what it requires to get there. Yeah, and that's huge.
But here's the thing though, that place. In therapy today, and counseling, bro, that place is the only place to get healing.
Right.
You cannot heal. You can't heal if you don't address the fox and get rid of it. You're gonna mess around and be like the old lady in the apartment building with all the cats around her window. You're gonna have all the foxes around there just chilling,
right,
smoking weed. They run into the stove. They around there just gambling, shooting dice at your front door. You know, you got all the foxes around. If you don't address it, dog, bro, you won't be able to heal. What's up, dog?
It made me think when you was talking about how they were popping that balloons, and I think about how that show is set up. It's like they get the most shallow people, and then the people that they line you up with, that they figure like this would be a match, will be someone that is sophisticated, someone who's got something going for themselves, and you got this person just can't get past the surface. I look at that as a person that's kind of like trying to set you up with a fox, in a sense, because you have to be aware of the people that you hang around, because they be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it takes a certain level of awareness to even realize if you're being set up for a fox. Because in life, bro, if you don't learn about your past and really dig into what you're trying to understand, you as an individual, you will consistently get those type of people. You will consistently get those type of foxes. You won't even know your left from your right. Because if you're not doing the work, how can you know what to better equip yourself with and to fight off and combat? Right. Because nah. And this is the crazy thing, like even sometimes at the hospital, it's like, oh, she beautiful. Da-na-na-na. And then, you know what I'm saying? She beautiful. Like,
got it.
Hey. How you doing?
Dub said she.
But then when you hear the conversation, you like, red flag. Red flag.
Hey, Mike, she beautiful.
She beautiful. she
how you doing?
To say, hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Okay.
But then it's like, I need man pay my bill, need to take care of me. Da-da-da-da-da. I was just like, red flag. Like it's like any great man is going to want to take care of their woman. Period.
Yeah, for sure.
That's automatic.
Yeah, that's a given.
But it's just like a lot of things that you hear back that causes it to be like, this could be a potential fox for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now rewind, backtrack. Right. God bless you. Have a nice day. Okay, cool. And then walk off. And it's just like, I think it's important.
The B2S Podcast is brought to you by No Grind, No Glory Apparel, R828 edition. It's a reminder to stay strong, to be courageous, to stop your fears, and to feed your faith. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, just know that you were born to stand out and make an impact. Head over exclusively to www.nogrindnoglory.net and grab you some merch as a daily reminder that all things work together.
I think it's important, man, to be able to recognize your foxes. You have to, bro. It's detrimental to your life and where you're trying to go and what you need to align with and who you need to align with.
Bro, and that's the thing, because I had to. That's why you have to put a name on it. Because once you pinpoint what it is and name it, and then you begin, if you brave enough, you got to be not. it's easy to pinpoint something and call it what it is because this is what people do. This is what they do.
Mm-hmm.
They walk outside and they stiff arm all their foxes out the way, and then they stand at the end of their driveway and they look in your yard and they see your fox and then they put your fox on blast. That's what they do.
Right.
So
You got a whole pack.
yeah, you got 10 foxes and you feed them all, and they got names. You put collars on them, so when they walk around, you hear them. Right? So if one run away, you can if you see my fox, call me so I come pick it up. That's how people do, right? That's how they do. So I just want to say, for people, if you haven't mastered it, or if people around you haven't mastered it, don't call somebody else out on it.
Right.
Exactly.
If you're not doing it yourself, or if it's not 100% right in your household, don't call it out in this household.
Mm-hmm.
All right? If you got 4 specks in your eye, if you got 2 telephone poles hanging out your eye, don't be talking about the person with the couple wood specks in their eyes.
Yeah.
Come on.
Right.
Like if you ain't 100% got your family together, don't be knocking the next person how they trying to raise their family. Come on. Let's stay in your lane.
Look,
Stay in your lane. So stay in your lane.
They're gonna do whatever it takes to get the sight off of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna always point to somebody else's flaws and
lane.
foxes and things of that nature.
That's not
but
cool, yeah.
Nah, it don't change the fact that you got 10 whole foxes over here. You feeding them like, come on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stroking them. They got toys, all type of junk. Nah. You bathing them. They got shampoo. Nah, let's cut it out. You know what I mean?
Then you got them in your bed. Come on, time to go to bed.
so here is the thing, though, bro.
Huh.
I look back. I named it, and I look back. I said, "Oh, God is like, I'm just being out from the house. God is like, every time, son, it was time for me to grow you deeper or mold you. You allowed something to swoop in, and then you took on a different partnership than what you should have. You have to stop that. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's just that.
I do, bro.
Every time. Remember here when you was 15? Remember her? You took on the wrong partnership. You remember you moving in with your homeboys when you was 23? You took on the wrong partnership. You remember when you met her, then you decided to do that because, but that wasn't, all you had to do was stop that and be isolated and I can get to you. I didn't want you to go, but that's the wrong partnership. You dig what I'm saying? God was like, you have to stop that.
Yeah.
And right now, in this season in your life, I need you to sit your behind down, close the door, and sign this contract for me and your partnership and lock in and don't never let my hand go. Because you know what? Sometimes we always talking about you got to remind God what he told you. That's true sometimes. Sometimes you have to remind you about what you told. You know how we do. You got to remind you going through something, open the Bible, tell God, remember, tell him what he said. No, how about you tell yourself what you told God? Remember what? Then the
promises you made.
I don't want a man like this. I want a man like this. Then when you get the man, you treat him like dirt. Remember what you told God. Remember the hell you was going through when you said, God, I need something. Remember what you told God. Remember Big Dog. Remember Big Dog when you was like, man, I want a different job. I don't want a bit. But now you got a different job. Now you treating that. Now you showing up late. You ain't tired then. You at the new job, hanging with the same type of people from your old job. What are you doing? So sometimes you got to remind yourself about what you told God.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I told God, I said, God, I cannot do 37 until the rest of my life how I did 20 through 36. God was like, okay. So now it's time for you to protect our partnership for the rest of your life.
Yep.
Don't let nothing come between what I got designed for you. Because everything else that I'm going to connect to you is going to be divinely connected. It's going to be divinely chosen. Once you partner up with God, bro, everything is divinely chosen. Your woman is divinely chosen. Your children are going to be divinely made. Not perfect. Your woman ain't going to be perfect. My fiance not perfect. She's a beautiful soul. But God said, I need you to protect our partnership. So whatever I place with y'all, it's going to be divinely made. It's not going to be man-made. It's not going to be what you want it to be. It's going to be what I want it to be. And that's the best position to be in. That's the best place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's the crazy thing of how we're talking about. I just flipped and checked something out real quick while you talking. Say the way to deal with the little foxes is to kill them.
You got to kill them.
You got to kill them because it's so simple, but it's profound. It's like at the end of the day, because
it's hard, though.
If you don't kill the little foxes, it says this particularly, if the little foxes are not put to death, they will grow into big foxes. So them little issues actually turn into bigger issues because they grow. Just like in the beginning in Genesis, the devil was a snake, but in Revelations, he's a dragon. Why? Because he was feeding off of us. You know what I'm saying? We magnified him and made him bigger than what he was. Because once again, in Genesis, he's a snake now, and in Revelation, he's referenced as a dragon. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if we don't give the problem something to feed off of, the problem does not grow. But if we cut it off, it dies then. And then now we have to operate. Have you ever figured out, like, and it's crazy because we're always preparing and training for something if we really realize it. You ever I don't know if I've done it in my youth growing up training for sports, because we used to buy those little ankle weights.
Oh yeah.
And then you put them on your leg, and then they're because you got that weight on your leg, it's heavier. But it's like when you take them off, it's like you flying through the wind. That's how that issue is. Like when you deal with a small fire, when you cut that sucker off, it's like it's been a weight all so long. But now it's like everything that you wanted accelerates because you got rid of that weight. You know what I'm saying? It seems like so easier and so much lighter. And be like, because even like certain things that we, me and the wife, when we look at that, it took like a little while to get certain stuff. And then it's like when we got it, it was like, dang, it didn't really even seem like it was that long or that bad. You know what I'm saying? So but it comes to a point in time that, I mean, like E.T. say, man, how bad do you want it? Do you want to succeed as bad as you want to breed? Just like in your relationship with your kids, with your finances, with your career. You know what I'm saying? It's just life be lifing.
Yeah, dude.
So at the end of the, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to go through life with all that weight all your life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You're carrying a weight from 20 years ago because you refused to deal with the small fox, and now grew up into a big fox, and now he's harder to get rid of now.
Yeah.
Because guess what? He's bigger, he's faster, he's smarter. He know when you come home.
Yeah, he know.
He know when you put. He know when you plant it. Oh yeah, we gonna get that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he happy? Oh, we finna break that up.
Right.
Bro. I'm finna protect that up. No,
Right.
You know, no, we ain't doing that. No.
Right.
We not doing that, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you got, Doug?
I think, bro. I think that when it comes to the small foxes, it's the old saying of whatever you starve won't grow, but whatever you feed will. I think that is imperative that your life. I like to really understand the severity of this. What we're talking about, like your life depend on it, your legacy depend on it.
Yeah.
Your future depend on it. Your present depend on it. And just this discussion is such healthy because I'm thinking about foxes in my head as we speaking. That I know I need to chop it off at the head. And one of the first steps is acknowledgement. It's like not being in denial. This is what it is. It's a reason that it's being acknowledged in the time and the season and the place of where you're at because of where God is trying to take you. And he's generous with the time, but I don't want to be one of those habitual offenders that take advantage of the time and the grace because I know he's sovereign. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's good. It's that buckle down. It's that next level discipline. It's that next level like, dog.
That's good, yeah.
I know I got to do this.
Yeah.
So either I do this now and it don't affect me as much as it could later down the road to where I might not even be here to be able to change that. You know what I'm saying? And then that cuts the family lineage. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's not about you anymore. It's really never been about you. But he chooses to use us. So we have to tap in. We have to dive in diverse and to get into the crevices of the word and just allow him to guide us. That's our blueprint.
Yeah, it's our responsibility.
That's our responsibility.
Yeah.
And it's doable. You see the people that are where you're trying to go. What are you willing to let go? What are you willing to let die? So you can live.
Bro,
That's a bar.
Oh my God, what are you willing to let die so you can live, bro? I know people right now, dog, who I know folks right now who got a shovel and a sleeping bag and a flashlight in the graveyard, then dug a grave open. They got a crowbar. They done cracked the casket open. They doing CPR or something that's been gone. Been gone. Yo. I about to go to jail at 12 o'clock at night. The police like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Call 911.
In there trying to give mouth to mouth to something, a whole situation that's been dead.
Yeah.
That's
Because
been
it's familiar.
It's dead and gone. You're trying to bring life to something that's dead and gone. It's dead for a reason.
Yeah.
That right there can be someone's small fox. Being too accustomed to tradition may be a small fox. How come you so stuck on the church stomping and clapping? We can have lights and cameras. Turn the lights on. Turn the bass up. You so all that bass, all them lights on. You better do something, because these people need something.
Bruh.
That could be, but think about it. You not willing to keep up with the time could be a small fox. You not willing to adjust with the times of now could be a fox.
Right.
Bro, cars are starting to fly. You don't think we need something new to reach people for Jesus? You better come up with something. Because guess what? I'm finna whisper it. Y'all come in close.
Alxndr the Whisperer.
The devil working nonstop, bro. The devil working nonstop.
Overtime.
The devil is working nonstop, trying to make sure he get your mind and your children's mind, and you not trying to adjust nothing. The devil is working nonstop to try to make sure you stay on the hamster wheel.
A lot of
You
times,
on the hamster wheel so long, half
You probably going what I'm about to say.
a lot of times it ain't the devil. You
Nope.
you on the hamster wheel yourself because
Yep.
you refuse. Listen, dog.
You going
Just I'm keying in stuff just to see if I'm gonna get a different response. Everything in here, I keyed in how to get rid of, how to deal with small foxes or something. I forgot something I keyed in. Everything keep coming up the same. Acknowledge it and then deal with it and kill it.
That's it.
So a lot of times it ain't saying not trying to take steam, but a lot of
give 'em too much
times
credit.
is you're putting yourself on the hamster wheel. Like, bro, like transformation, dog. That's what we do. That's what I do. Transformation, change, right? When I look at the small changes that I've even made in my own personal life, and I sat there and I'll look back on the stuff that I held on to. You know what I'm saying? And understanding, that there's an enemy out there that's trying to keep me because of my mindset and the things that I desire to do for other people. I'm not saying that don't exist, because it truly does. I can share some spiritual warfare experience with y'all that'll make your head spin. So that's why y'all can't tell me nothing different other than you don't believe. I don't care what you believe. I know what I saw and I know what I experienced. God dog. He out there. But a lot of times we create the image of him because we don't want to accept the responsibility of changing.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the growth requires change and it's painful. You know what I'm saying? Like Pastor Lynn, but oh my gosh, but both of her and Pastor, they've been hitting it out the park.
Yeah, they're great teachers, bro.
Yeah,
they're great teachers.
Guess what her message was called last night?
What?
Growing pains. It's painful to grow.
It is, yeah.
Because it is so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But everybody always it be so funny, dog. Next level this, next level that. But nobody want partnership. Nobody want to work together.
Nobody want to
Nope.
partner with nothing.
Nobody want to partner with nobody because this person is threatened by this person, or I don't want to do it. Dude, like everybody's doing the same freaking thing, which is cool. That's fine. But how much more could be done if some of us would actually just partner together?
Yeah, you got pain in your heart, and you got years worth of stuff in your system, but you don't want to partner with a counselor for an hour. You don't want to sit down for an hour that could release 5 years off of you. You don't want to sit down for 60 minutes. Bro, what's 365 times 5?
A lot.
We're gonna find out right now.
I can tell you right now, a lot. My brain don't work that high. I need to calculate. No,
What it is, dog? 365 times 5.
1,825.
1,825.
That's the number I was thinking.
You don't want to sit down for 1 hour for a month. You don't want to spend 4 hours of your life to get off you 1,865 days worth of trauma.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense. But you want to talk to your homeboy who he can't help you. He can relieve some of the pain. He can take your mind off it, but get down and dig in the hole. Let's go get the flashlight and look in the hole. Can we see the fox? Can we see the tail of it? If we can see the tail in it, bro, go grab the gun. Let's shoot up in there.
That's it.
I mean, he in there. He might be big, bro. Go grab the 22.
We go straight commando.
Grab the 22. He in there.
We go straight commando.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get him out of there.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. That's all facts, man.
That's crazy.
That's all facts. But we rather hold on to the comfort because we know what's going on there versus you really don't know what it's going to take because you may find yourself crying. You may find yourself digging up old bones. You know what I'm saying? What did God ask Ezekiel? He said, "Can these bones live?"
Bro.
God, I'm asking you the question. I know the answer, but this is a training process. I need you to see, Ezekiel. Can these bones live? And he tells God, only you know. Can these bones live? Then he tells him to speak to the bone. Then he speaks to the bone. Then the bones come together as a mighty army.
It's that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm training you, man. This is a part of your gift. This is a part of your call. Prophets speak stuff into existence.
Bro,
They do.
I'm reading right now Tony Evans,
Yeah.
Kingdom Men Rising, chapter 2. I'm reading that. Tony Evans, Kingdom Men Rising. I know we ain't know, but that's if y'all know who Dr. Tony Evans is, y'all already know what time it is.
Yeah.
And chapter 2, he was talking about dry bones. And he was just talking about Ezekiel and stuff like that. So because I'm done with one book, so now like, you know what, I told myself that a book a season, like whatever season that you in, just read something to push you or learn or push you through that season. You know what I'm saying? So he was just talking about that, and it's a book for men and for development. You know, to get more rooted, to get more foundational, to get more for more strength. You know what I'm saying? To sharpen, it's some areas I want to sharpen up on. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I was just reading about that, bro. As a matter of fact, today at work, because I was fasting at work, so I was reading about that today, bro. About Ezekiel, it's crazy.
Yeah, and I've learned, like, since I've been, you know, up under, you know, Dr. Marshall and Dr. Lynn, but with, of course, Pastor, you know, Marshall first.
Yeah.
And like, I've never, and I told him, it blew my mind. If I've never heard nobody explain the fivefold ministry outside of a ministerial realm. This man did in Bible study one night. This man took the fivefold ministry and explained that even though you may not be called to the office of one of these fivefold ministries, but let me show you how you can operate out of these fivefold ministries and bring it into your personal life. How you can be the apostle of your personal life, how you can be the prophet of your personal life, how you can be the teacher and the evangelist and the pastor of your personal life. And he went going through the attributes of each office and how you can take that and bring it into your own person. Boy, I had never heard nothing like that before in my life, bro. And I was flabbergasted. So you don't have to be a prophet to speak things into your life. You know what I'm saying? So in your life, can these bones live? Can this relationship live? You know what I'm saying? Can the things that I desire in my heart, can they live? God said, only you know. You asking God, and God, you like, God, only you know. No, I know, but do you know?
Exactly. I need you to know.
I need you. I need you to know.
I need you to know.
Because without faith, it is impossible to please God. It is impossible to move His hand. That faith is the currency of heaven. So no matter what your spiritual belief are, you can't do nothing without faith. Even if you're scared, it still takes a level of belief and faith to move.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, no matter what you're doing, you're creating something out of nothing. You're creating a positive image out of a bad one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And literally for nothing.
Nothing.
From
Everything that you're doing
something.
is from nothing, because what you're looking for isn't existing right now. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The relationship that you want ain't existing right now. So, and once I speak that into existence, then now things begin to come together. Because why? Obviously, he was in the right position to make that happen, because I can speak something but still don't be in the right position and it don't come to pass, because even though I spoke it, I didn't position myself. So it works hand in hand. I can't keep talking about I'm gonna speak my house into existence and I never go get my credit straight.
Yeah.
I'm speaking the miss. I can't speak healing to my body and I'm steady eating a bunch of crap. Or I can't speak healing to my relationship and I refuse to, like Alexndr said, and I'm refusing to go to counseling, to sit on somebody's couch to get this stuff off of me.
Exactly.
It don't work that way, man.
Don't embrace the wrong
Even if
thing.
you got to take baby step, take a step. Even if it's a small step, take a step. Guess what? Because small steps lead to large victories.
Bruh, I'm trying to tell you.
You know what I'm saying? Like the old saying, boy, if you're going through hell, just don't stop. Keep pushing. What the 3 Hebrew boys said. Like, you know what? Even if he don't deliver us, I know he was well able. You can turn that joker up 7 times hotter. Guess what? We finna come through this side on. We coming out positive on the other way. If we come out alive, we won. If I die, we won.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so that's how we got to look at it. Whether I get the result that I want, either way I win. Like the old quote says, I never lose, because as long as I learn, I always win.
I will not.
So when you
lose.
go into any situation with that mindset that I never lose, because I'm gonna make sure, God dog it, if it didn't turn out the way I wanted to turn, what could I extract from that I can learn from?
And that's why who you partner with is so important.
Right.
Yeah. Very.
Because if you partner with if you don't partner with God and you let go and you partner with your homie and you got all your mind and your heart on what y'all got going on, and if he mess around and do something stupid, you're gonna be shattered. You know what I mean? Like,
I do.
You're gonna be shattered to an extent that you shouldn't be shattered to. So if you're not clinging on to God, if he's not your primal partner at all times, when you're in a relationship with a man and real men are gonna make mistakes. So that's because we're not perfect. He might have an off season. I'm talking about the repeat offender.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about the ones who don't have your best heart at interest.
They can care
interest at
less.
heart. They just out here wilding. They're not trying to commit themselves to you, right? Like, they're not trying to lead you properly. You know what I mean?
Right.
When he does something, your heart is going to be shattered to an extent that it shouldn't be shattered to, because you didn't have the proper partnership that you should have. And that's why I asked God this months ago, bro. I said, God, how come I noticed it? It's funny, I asked this months ago, and I feel like I'm just getting my answer. I said, God, I'm just being open, like, do what we gotta do. I said, God, how come every time I'm in a relationship and my partner or the person who I'm with at the time, when they leave or back out, why do I feel shattered to this extent? I know I'm supposed to be hurt, but I feel way low for some reason. Why do I feel this low?
Yeah.
God, like, you have to partner with me at all times, just in case if they back out on you, just in case if she do something, or you might even do something that might piss her off or make her mad, and it doesn't unfold how you thought it was gonna unfold. You won't go to a certain depth, right? Because you're partnered with me first.
Yeah.
You do what I'm saying? So that's why, oh God, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. So you got to put a name on it and you got to protect it. And this stuff is really, really viable. What is your fox? What is your fox? Can you identify your fox? And I keep repeating this one part because it's important. If you can't put a name on the fox and look at your past or look at your situation, if you put a name on it, you can see what's going on. If you can't put a name on it, you won't be able to see what's going on. You won't be able to call it out. You won't be able to. If you don't shine light on it, you won't be able to see it at all. Junk is important. What's your fox?
Because when you tap in, that you'll get the insight that you're looking for.
Yeah.
When you really tap in. And he knows more than anybody else, more than you even know, about what you need to do to be more equipped to handle what needs to be handled, to take care of what needs to be taken care of.
Bro, sometimes it's not even about them. I ain't perfect. I done messed up junk. Why did she? Okay, flip it. Why did she leave you? What was your fox, bro? What was your fox? Why did you get fired? What was your fox? Oh, the job ain't trying to. No. What caused you to be released?
Right.
It's not always the other side. Sometimes it's us.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So either way it goes, you have to identify the fox.
Yeah.
You could be hindering yourself, or it could be something that's being done in you, but you have to identify it. So you can look back and see, so you can start to make adjustments. That's all we're talking about. What's your fox? And you can't play around with it. Because guess what? You would be a retard if you keep planting stuff in your garden and then every time a tomato gets snatched up, you don't do nothing. Why do you keep planting, letting it grow, and letting it get snatched up? No, let's start putting some gates, some fences up. Go get the BB gun.
BB gun, electric fence,
something.
Oh Lord!
We can't go over there, fellas. They got something over there, man. They got power.
Oh man!
Yeah. What's your fox?
Don't get that mule laughing at that doggone dog after he got shot by that fence.
He wasn't ready.
I just saw that one again the other night. It came through my feed. Boy, I laughed. That's like an old classic. But that's exactly right, man. You got to figure out how to protect it, man. You got to do that.
You got
to do that.
Just to reiterate, you got to put up healthy boundaries with every single living person on earth when it comes to what God is trying to do with your life. If you've been here for 10 years, it's okay. When you start to feel that tug and you notice that God wants to take it to the next level and he wants to do work, he wants you to partner with him, you got to protect that. You got to start telling people no. You got to start leaning on the people who is really supporting you. You got to start going to the places where it's going to be really fruitful for you. You got to start listening to the sermons that you don't want to listen to because they're going to pluck your little nerve. You got to start reading books. You got to start listening to stuff. You have to start because God wants to do, God loves us too much to allow us to stay how we are.
Yeah.
And God's like, I can't do anything if you keep allowing this stuff to interrupt what we got going on. I want to change your mindset. I want to change the way you make decisions. I want to change your heart posture. I want to give you courage. I want to break you down and build you up with better self-esteem, but I can't because you keep letting things interrupt what we have going on. Sit your butt down and partner with me.
So let me ask you this. So how do you deal with people that don't have a relationship with God?
Angel advocate. I already see. I already see where he was going.
What he said?
So how do you talk to a person that don't have a relationship with God? Because a lot of that, you're talking to a believer. That's. So how do you deal with somebody that's dealing with the same issue that they don't have no relationship with God, don't want no relationship with God, but they won't change?
You asking how I deal with them or just in general?
Just in general.
Just in general.
In general, me, the same way. It's because I was listening to Dr. Miles Monroe yesterday, and he was talking.
The man himself.
Yeah, and he was saying the same things that you were saying. Principle. Principles.
There's that word.
There it is.
Principles. The reason why we be making decisions and our heart be like that is because we be slacking on the real principles that keep stuff in check. Principles protect certain things.
That's good. I like that.
That is.
You dig what I'm saying?
That, yeah.
So we ain't gotta kick it to you on no Jesus tip. You don't like it, cool. It's my job to do my job regardless. You know what? It's crazy, right? I love this stuff.
Yeah, I like You said I crack that egg open like that. Wow.
Ooh, we finna
Where
scramble
the cheese at? Salt and pepper.
I'm gonna tell you.
We finna scramble this joker. Let go.
I'm gonna tell you.
Whip it.
Shouts out to all the single moms and all the single fathers. My fiance, she's a single mom. She does her thing. Does her thing. My son's mom, she does her thing. Shouts out to all the single moms and all the single fathers out there, right? But I know there's one thing right here. I didn't know that I had a problem with rejection until I started to feel like I was being rejected. So here is the thing. I'm going somewhere with this. Here is the thing. When Jesus was, I had to the other day. I'm in prayer. I'm going through my stuff, right? I'm in prayer. I'm on the flow. I'm crying. I'm slobbing. There's snot everywhere. My eyes swole. You know, I'm in prayer. You know what I'm saying? So I had to apologize to Jesus personally. I said, God, I'm sorry, because this is how you felt when you were walking around here, not doing anything wrong to anyone, loving on people, and they're rejecting you because they're not ready to take you. It's crazy, right? But Jesus had to do what he came here to do, regardless if you was to accept him or not. That was his mission.
Point blank period.
So when it comes to people, whether or not you want Jesus or not, it's my job to give you these principles. It's my job. It don't matter if you want Jesus time or not. That's cool. You will get there later, but it's my job to introduce you to where I got it from. So I'm going to give you these principles. And that's how you deal with them. You give them the same thing you would give a believer. You can't shortchange them. That'd be wrong for me to shortchange you. Because it's whether you follow Jesus or not, that's on you. It's my job to let you see Jesus. So therefore, I'm an open book. I'm going to give you what I got. And then I'm going to leave it in your hands. So when I walk away from your presence, there's something different about that guy. Of course, there's something different about this guy. It's because this guy knows Jesus, bro, and he's trying to follow after him. You dig what I'm saying? So that's how you do it. You have to look. Either way, Muslim, Buddhist, tableist, cornerist, whatever you do, if you've been like this and there's stuff harboring on you, you have to sit back and try to find those foxes so you can interrupt that pattern that's causing you to be in distress. Either way, it don't matter what you do. That's what needs to be done if you want to. Bro, companies do it all the time. We hit this margin of money. We trying to do this margin of money. How can we up it? Where are the foxes at?
Right.
Bro, I want to braid my hair. What? Look, my hair ain't growing. That's my fault. Let me go get some oil that can grow my junk out. Girl, I want to get thicker. Let me do some squats. What's the foxes? You need to work out, change up what you eat so you can make sure that thing, whatever, find out what's not making you increase, pinpoint it, and then work on it. Find the fox. What's your fox?
That's it right there.
Yep. I like how you said that because when you talk about principles, it's a certain language.
It's a language,
that
bro.
is still universal.
Yeah.
You can't
it's
shake.
a universal language that you can't shake. Exactly.
Your heart is
That's
not right.
Exactly.
Your heart not right because you're not living by certain principles. Can we just be 1,000? Your heart is not right because you're really not living by certain principles. To be honest with you. No, for you to be honest with you. You're not governing yourself by certain principles. So when you have a person in front of your face who is, you don't understand the language because you're not cracking open your book and reading the same thing they're reading. And I ain't talking about Bible, I'm talking about principles.
Yep.
Because if you were, you would be doing to him how you want to be done to you. You dig what I'm saying? So sometimes you won't be able to understand the language if you don't get that stuff out of you. Some people have language barriers.
Right.
And they have to work on it to understand what they're reading.
Right.
You might need a tutor.
Yeah.
Need a tutor so you can understand his language.
Yeah.
The more you work with a tutor, the more you can understand it.
Yeah.
But until that time comes, bro, what is the fox? Find your foxes.
Yeah.
You feel me? Find your fox, man.
Find the fox.
I
man.
found mine.
That's
Find the
good.
fox. It's good.
Yeah.
Drop the mic.
Lego.
Fire on them one time.
You know that dope, man. We gonna leave that with y'all to chew on. Go with you on that. So that was real good. I just want to throw that out there, man. So y'all know how we do, man. We always playing Angel's Advocate with some of the stuff we put out. So, man, put out a lot tonight, man. Y'all got to find them foxes so that way you can go to the next level, whatever that looks like for you. Whatever it is, man, you got to deal with it. You got to find it. You got to acknowledge it. And you got to kill it.
Could be weight loss. Could be money. Whatever.
And in
Whatever
that
it
order.
is. Right.
In that order.
But weight loss and money.
Acknowledge it, find it, and kill it.
Acknowledge it, find it, kill it. Yeah, for sure.
That's it right there.
And
So-
like I said, I know we gotta go, bro. But this is the most beautiful thing about this, bro. You don't have to do it by yourself. Don't do it. Matter of fact, don't do it by yourself. You're supposed to have people in your life who gonna go put the ski mask on and y'all finna go hunt them foxes. Those are people.
Yeah.
Those are people. Those are the ones who really love you, who really care about you. You don't have to do it by yourself. It's people who really love you for you and not what you can bring to the table. They're out there, and they will go help you hunt those foxes down because they care about you. They care about your family. They care about your organization. They care about your business. They care about you. So you ain't got to do it alone, but you got to go do it, though.
There you go. And on that note, man, we going to let y'all go. Yeah, we done went over a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and close it down.
It was worth it.
So, but y'all know what it is, man. Y'all shoot for the top because the bottom is way too crowded. If you think different and be different, you have the opportunity to live different. Once again, we'll see you on the other side of success. We'll see y'all next week. Y'all go find them foxes. Peace.
No cap.